It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Broncos' sure-handed tight end. He's making some noise for end-of-year awards and could hit 1,400 yards this week. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, this is a matchup, folks. Well, they're excited about this one, and for good reason. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jamin Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be let out by their 7th-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
19 tight. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions,
and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at the big man rumble. Past the 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win, and the other wild card teams win into
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver's offense now set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Anderson right side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jamin Davis, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They're going to look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Montez Sweat able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
19,
He'll look to throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now here comes Kansas City. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 5. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Denver's offense now set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by Anderson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. So they'll leave needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. The slot man in motion right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They run a draw here on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now back to throw. It completes it once more to Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Robbie Anderson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Go! 3.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamin Davis, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, there's London. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Barkley, inside handoff. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door, and instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to your... they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Go street.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is taken just shy of the 10 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
It finds his receiver, Watson.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Christian Watson.
54 yards.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. He's got room at the 30. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading
on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Broncos,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.